You know it is. What are you looking at? Yeah, I was thinking about something, and someone was saying I'm really negative. And I'm like, geez, he's right. I am really negative. And it made me wonder, am I evil? Would you know you were an evil person if you were? I mean, you don't have to freaking stomp freaking puppies and kill people and I don't know. What else would you do? Typically, rape people or be a freaking hater. Maybe that's getting to be one of my weak points. My politics. I'm starting not to see freaking things very freaking, la-di-da anymore. It's like, I guess my politics has been a little radicalized, I guess you could say. And that's always a danger. I always consider myself a 360 skeptic. In other words, there should be no golden cows. And I'm against tyranny. So I believe in freedom, justice, and liberty for all. Of course, that's hard to freaking believe, anymore. Because it's like, God, in American politics now, you're either a fucking commie or you're a goddamn Nazi. Take your choice. And I'd rather be freaking with PewDiePie. Let's see if the natives will go say this. You know what I'm talking about. I in the Pink Floyd song, I memorized the first part. And God, thinking about it, I always listen to freaking metal. I've had a past of drug use. I don't know. I kind of regret that I didn't take better care of some of my freaking family members. I don't know. I've done, I guess, questionable things. Not really questionable, but how could you put it? When my ass was on the line, I took a few shortcuts, to survive. I wasn't going to be freaking... I see no nobility in sacrifice. And I guess that's a failing. That's an evil trait. I guess. I mean, should be, but it seems to me that I have a misanthropic view. I think I'm saying that right. Misanthropic. I think that's right, isn't it? View of society. It's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just some freaking retard that got lucky. And I didn't have to be out in the freaking jungle trying to survive with the outrageous freaking rent agreements and the freaking scummy ass people. I guess a way to really self-reflect if you're evil is how much love and how much hate do you have in your heart? My heart's pretty cold. And my hate, I never met a fucking prejudice or goddamn fucking thing except that freaking didn't negatively affect or impact on me that I didn't like. Oh, except animals. I don't hate animals. I used to go with my grandmother on these horrid, awful, ugly trips. And it was just like, I would see the most horrendous goddamn things in nature. I mean, I almost got killed. I think that bitch was trying to kill me. I fucking wander. She let me wander off in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I would go and freaking try to pet moose and play with snakes and look off cliffs. I was fell in the goddamn Grand Canyon, and then I kind of realized right then and there. Well, now this might be where I'm kind of crazy and shit, but I almost really fell into the Grand Canyon. And every once in a while, I'll think, the more I think back on that, the more I think, God, what if I really did fall? And this is just me imagining a life that I did not live. And not a very good life at that. Well, I guess that's kind of revealing. Regrets now that I'm getting 50 and getting older. I didn't have regrets before, but now, fuck yeah. And the funny thing is, to a lot of people's definitions, I would be fucking shit ass fucking lucky. Family took care of me. I got to coast so many times on so many things. And it's like, if my luck ever really runs out, I just don't want to live. And I hate people who don't want to do suicide. But I could kind of understand it too in a way, because what the fuck option do you have if you're fucked? But I guess that doesn't... Well, it's because I have a legitimate health need for medication and a stable food supply. Now that doesn't mean I want to live in a convalescent home earlier in life. But I guess it's not just hate, but fear. It's like that thing Yoda said or something, where it's like, I forgot how it went exactly, but it went like, fear leads to anger, and anger leads to hate, or something, some Yoda bullshit. And it's like, geez, is that what it's like for me? And it's like, yeah, kinda. And one thing I've always hated is that feeling that I never measured up. I wonder, really, if sometimes I have a normal clarity of thought, or I feel like I have a normal clarity of thought, but really I'm impaired, retarded. I don't know. I hate that feeling. I've always wanted to be genius, because sometimes things just snap. Well, I think they're snapping. I can seem to comprehend things that other people don't seem to get. But it makes me think, am I comprehending something to a point that someone else has already grasped and moved beyond, because they realized where I at was remedial or intermediate understanding? And then there's people that are I don't mean the truly gifted or the highly intelligent, but there's people who are just sharp, and I mean people who have basic skill sets like my own. Not people who can do, God, amazing things. I always hated it that freaking people can look at everything everyone in every vocation could do. Could you be a police officer, a mayor, a doctor, a nuclear technician, a mountain climber, a a computer expert, a programmer, I don't know, a sailor, everything. I so much wish, and I always tried to find that special niche, especially something that I could do to make some goddamn money to support myself without freaking having to be a goddamn freaking wage slave and being freaking suckered. I've always considered freaking being a minimum wage or menial worker sucker work. You're renting out your body and tearing it apart for what? Minimum wage? I've been roofing, tearing off roofing, construction, and it's like you're wearing your fucking body out for nothing. For pennies. And you don't do it past your 30s. I did some roofing at about 18, 20. Not roofing, I did roofing, but I did tearing off roofing. I never got to the money thing where I could get to the roofing and make $15, $16 an hour in the 80s, which is, I don't know how much nowadays, probably like 30. And it would be like enough to freaking, survive. And that's one thing that killed me is I never got to get away from my family, and I never got to survive on my own. My own freaking place, my own property, my own freaking vehicles, my own family, my own children, my own life. I was always shackled to something or someone, even freaking a stupid freaking peon job, or freaking family, or freaking leeches, user freaking people that said they were my friends but weren't, or just the fucking system, welfare, and now SSI, that doesn't give you shit, and if you're out, if you're freaking somewhere, they can cut that shit off in a notice, and they probably can cut it off anyway, and you're sucking on the government tit, you're a fucking tick on society, And then, I don't know, and then freaking conservatives talk about, well, you're just a blight on society because, you're so fat and lazy and killing yourself with freaking food and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, geez, being kind of conservative, it's like, well, can't argue with it too much. Hate it. I'd rather call myself a progressive and freaking say, hey, let's all have Bernie Sanders socialism and freaking post-scarcity futurism and everyone lives la-di-da-di-da-di-da, happy-dappy-dappy. And freaking live in a freaking Venus society. That kind of thing. Let me think of his name. I think it's James or Jock Fresco. The man was an artist. That's another thing that kills me. I've always wanted to be an artist. I kind of wanted to be an architectural drafter, but they went right from that to freaking computers, and it's like I just could not have the capacity to compete, and it killed me. Because I love designing things. I would have loved to have been an architect or a freaking architectural designer. But now, even that's gone because they have these computer programs and they just freaking do it on the computer, and it's like, oh yeah, there's another cookie cutter model home with a freaking big terrace and a few freaking overhangs and things I wish I could freaking remember that I've read and all this stuff I've read on the internet that I wish I could convey, and I can't because I don't have the capacity to freaking remember it. If I had a minute every time to sit here and check this and check that, like I do when I text, that would be wonderful to do that on the fly. But I hate it because I don't have that capacity or capability. So I guess what I should be doing is just keeping my videos short and not 15 goddamn minutes. Okay.